How we doing, everybody? This is Let's Be Real, Brad, and today I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated movies of 2020. I figured this would be a great list to do now, considering I never did it at the start of the year, which is almost a blessing in disguise, because there's so many films that have been pushed back that either to next year or late this year or get a TBD to be determined. Oh, scary. But I figured I'd give a definitive list as so many films of next year that were supposed to be coming out this year had to be taken off the list because they're technically 2021 films. So next year I'm probably going to have to do a top 20 most anticipated movies of next year because there's so many great films I do want to see. But let's get right into it. My number 10 most anticipated film of the year is The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. I'm a big sucker for The Conjuring films, as I really enjoyed the first two and I really enjoyed Annabelle Creation. Everybody else, well, you can go kick a bag of rocks because you guys suck. I really enjoy the world. I enjoy the atmosphere that all these movies are connected, even if a lot of them really do suck. But those first two Conjuring films and Annabelle Creation are really great, and I really enjoy them for what they are. Considering that they're based on real true events and these people were actually real is a cool aspect that I enjoy. It was a little bit high on this list because I'm a big horror fan and big Conjuring fan, but the director of this film is not James Wan, unfortunately. Is the director of The Curse of La Llorona, Michael Shaves, which I do not like that film at all, and I think it is very bad. James Wan is producing and helping with this film, so hopefully this film will be good, but there really hasn't been any marketing, any trailers for this film, so I'm a little nervous. It may not come out, but it is a big film for Warner Brothers that they're going to be pulling out after Quiet Place 2 comes out. They might want to compete, so this is a film that I am very excited for. Number 9 on this list is Top Gun Maverick. I have not seen the original Top Gun, but I love Tom Cruise, and I saw the trailer for this film, like, you know what, maybe I should watch the original because it's so classic and everybody knows it. I don't know anything about Top Gun. I don't know if it's even good or even what's going on in the second one, but the fact that Tom Cruise is actually flying a plane without CGI looks incredible. It looks just like a good movie. It seems like there's a lot of passion, a lot of detail, and a lot of money going into this film to be great. So hopefully it's a fun, blockbuster, now Christmas film that we're going to get. Number 8 on this list is Mulan. This is the first live-action Disney film in a very long time to be PG-13, which is insane because you would think some of these films should be PG-13, but they're not. But I love how this film is going to be less of a musical fun Disney film and more of an actual war film that this film should be based on. I enjoy that all the people in this film seem to be culturally appropriate from what I can understand in the research reports, and to think that that is a big statement for Disney, because usually films like these, they're just going to put in whoever they want or become a ghost in the shell, because we don't want to see that again. And I claim that's important because it shows that there's a level of detail and a lack of passion of keeping it what it actually is, because so many times Hollywood just throws in random people that aren't culturally appropriate for these characters, and they try to convince us that it is, but it's not, and it's just overall just really distracting to the film itself. I really hope it's good. I'm not really a big fan of these live action films, but this is one I can actually be excited for because it's actually different. Guys, it's actually different. Not like The Lion King that was shot for shot remake. Why aren't you pumped for this movie? Get a grip. Number 7 on this list is Black Widow. I had this a lot higher before, but it is a Marvel film and it feels like a film that should have came out a while ago. I hope this is really good, but I've seen this trailer maybe 5 million times, so maybe that's going to wear off and maybe I'll be a little more excited when November comes out. But seeing Scarlett Johansson back as Black Widow in her own solo film was going to be a really great and fun time watch. I really hope that they make this film important and has true consequences going in there and just be a great Marvel movie and not just some side story that overall doesn't really affect the universe. That is what I'm afraid of, but I'm really hoping that this film will be great because it really does have an A-list cast. Number 6 on this list is A Quiet Place 2. I absolutely love the first Quiet Place, and maybe a little bit more than a lot of people do, but I thought it was just so entertaining and really got the scares up in my grill. The fact that they were able to make this a PG-13, dark and intense and beautifully shot and a beautiful cinematography for this film. John Krasinski was able to make this film just scary in a sense and make you on edge throughout the whole film. See, a horror film doesn't need to jump scare you every 10 seconds. It needs to have that atmosphere creep upon you throughout the whole film, make you feel uneasy that anything could happen at any moment. I love the idea with the use of sound, which I thought was a great aspect to the film, and I really can't wait to see what they do with this one, so this is really high on my list. Number 5 is No Time to Die. This is supposed to be the last Daniel Craig James Bond film, even though Spectre was supposed to be. But I'm really excited for this film. It's 2 hours and 43 minutes, so I'm really hoping for a fast-paced, action-thrilled, drama-filled, new James Bond film that I'm just a really big fan of. I really hope it's good. The trailers looked interesting, so that's why it's high on my list. Number 4 is Wonder Woman 1984. I really enjoyed the first Wonder Woman, as I'm going to be rewatching that again and posting a review on this channel for, but I'm very excited to see this one. It looks like it just has a cool new style that in the 80s that we have this nostalgia for now. I really enjoy Patty Jenkins as a director, so I really hope this film is really enjoyable. Everyone's excited to see it, so there's not much more I can say. Number 3 on this list is The French Dispatch. I don't know anything about this film. I barely even know the cast. I know it's an amazing cast. You can just look through and like, wow, that person's great, that person's great, that person's great, that person's great, that person's great. I don't really know anything about it, but it's Wes Anderson. I mean, his movies are fantastic. What do you want me to tell you? Number 2 on this list is Dune. I am pumped for Dune. I've never seen the original film, which I will put a review on this channel later in the year, but apparently is a remake of the original David Lynch film Dune, and it has a ginormous cast as also, but the biggest factor for me is directed by Denis Villeneuve, who is one of my favorite directors working today, and he is absolutely fantastic, and I love all his films, especially Blade Runner 2049, Prisoners, Enemy, the list goes on. He's fantastic. It seems like this big sci-fi epic film that is just gonna be fantastic, and I really hope it's gonna be good. My number 1 on this list shouldn't be a surprise. I wish I talked about this movie more, but the people who know me know I cannot stop talking about this film, and it is Tenet. Everyone's been talking about Tenet. I am so excited for Tenet. My theory is it is a hidden sequel to Inception, because Inception's being re-released on July 17th before Tenet as they pushed it back. I truly think it's gonna be. I don't really know anything about Tenet. I have no idea what they're doing, but some of the trailers might seem it could be like Inception a little bit. But I'm so excited. Christopher Nolan, one of my favorite directors, with John David Washington from BlacKkKlansman. I mean, a big, massive budget movie that Christopher Nolan and Warner Bros. Have showed so much promise, and keeping this movie as the big movie coming out, not letting Tenet be pushed out of July is incredible. And it shows that they have a ton of confidence in this film, and you should too, because this film is gonna be great. Tenet is my number 1, and it has been even since the pandemic started, so you know I am excited. Your most anticipated films of the year, I want to know down below. It could be really a smaller film I not know about, or maybe we do have some on the same list. Let me know your list down below. Please like and share the video. Please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. You guys have been amazing. Subscribe my channel, liking it, leaving comments. You guys are awesome, so please continue to do that, as I appreciate you guys. And if you guys really enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys next time.